what's up you guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. I'm Landon and today I have a special guest.
Ooh, it's me!
Alright, you'll stand.
Where'd I go?
Stand like beside me.
Oh, here?
Actually, do you want to make the video and you're behind me?
No, it's like extra hands. It seems weird. I'll move over. Alright, it's better. I'm here, Michael McCrudden. Hi.
So you guys can find him. He runs the most amazing top 5 channel. I'll put it over his head. There's gonna be a video over his head right now.
Gosh.
Click on that, or if you guys watching this on a mobile phone, you guys can click the links down below.
Not a good look for me.
So in the last video I asked you guys, what is your favorite item to order on the McDonald's menu? And this is what you've all said down here. Today's comment question of the day is, what celebrity do you guys look up to? Just hopefully that none of these people that I list on this list that I'm going to be talking to you guys about isn't your role model. So let's get right into it. This is the top 10 child stars gone bad.
Transforming his way into the number 10 spot, we got Shia LaBeouf. Just do it! Now growing up, Shia didn't have it easy. His father was a Vietnam War veteran who was addicted to drugs and alcohol. He would also mentally and verbally abuse his son. Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. At the age of 19, Shia got in trouble with the law for the first time because he assaulted his neighbor with a deadly weapon. He rammed into his neighbor's car with his own vehicle when the pathway to his garage was blocked and his neighbor ignored Shia's request to move it. In 2007, he was arrested at a Walgreens by a security guard who was asking him to leave the premise, but Shia refused, and then they had to lock him up and throw away the key. For a little bit of time. The next year he was involved in another car accident in which he crushed his hand and was charged with a DUI and had his license suspended for a year. I wonder how Optimus Prime felt about all that. He was like, come on Shia. Now some of Shia's most recent ridiculous antics have been drunken disorderly conduct, street brawls, and strange YouTube videos where he's rapping and sometimes screaming, just do it!
Okay, so up next, in at number 9, we have Demi Lovato. A girl who seems to have it all together, but that wasn't always the case. At the age of 7 years old, Demi broke into the world of show business on Barney and Friends. Do you guys remember that? She was alongside Selena Gomez, that's right. From there, she became a TV star working on Disney productions such as Camp Rock, Sunny with a Chance, and by the age of 15 years old, she became a global singing sensation, traveling the world alongside the Jonas Brothers. And it was around that time where she became addicted to cocaine, and she needed a fix every single hour. She also became dependent on alcohol, and on top of that, she has suffered from bulimia and self-mutilation. In 2010, she checked herself into rehab at the age of 18 years old, and she was diagnosed with a bipolar disorder. But now she is sobered up and she is focused, and now she puts effort into helping others and spreading awareness. Good job for you.
Moving on to number 8, we have another television sweetheart who struggled with addiction. I'm talking about Jodie Sweetin. Now you may remember her as Stephanie Tanner on Full House. The middle child, Stephanie, delighted audiences with her catchphrase, "How rude!" But when the show was cancelled in 1995, she struggled adjusting to normalcy. She enrolled in college but had little interest in academics. Instead, she spent most of her time drinking and partying. She had a grade point average of 0.9. And that's not very good. She was then forced out of school to move back with her parents, but that didn't stop Jodie from misbehaving. She moved on to harder drugs including crystal meth, ecstasy, and cocaine. Jodie Sweetin is set to reprise her role as Stephanie on Netflix's Fuller House. Now a mother who shares her story of addiction to help others, I look forward to seeing her back on the small screen so she can do what she does best, saying, "How rude!"
So trouble actresses seem to be a dime a dozen. But the next one takes the cake. We're talking about Lindsay Lohan, and she comes in to number 7. In 1998, when Lindsay was 11, she starred as twins in Disney's remake of The Parent Trap. After 2003, Freaky Friday, and she also appeared in 2004's movie Mean Girls.
Lindsay Lohan had become a bona fide star, an acclaimed actress, but she also became a huge target for tabloids and paparazzi.
In 2006, she received her first arrest for DUI and her second just 2 weeks later. I mean, what a fail. This time also in possession of cocaine and driving without a license. Fail.
Around this time, she was in and out of court, rehab, and prison so many times it was almost impossible to keep track.
You'd think this would be enough for her to curb her bad behavior? Think again. In 2011, she was charged for theft of a necklace. So she took it from a jewelry store and she had to serve house arrest for 120 days. Wow.
Throughout all this, her acting career, it took a beating. Oprah Winfrey tried to intervene and rescue her career, but if Oprah Winfrey can't even help you, there's no hope.
Okay, so when I mentioned the name Drew Barrymore, you guys are probably thinking Charlie's Angels, or even an Adam Sandler film. but there was a time where her bad behavior was actually a Hollywood scandal.
And that's why Drew Barrymore, she takes the number 6 spot. Drew Barrymore comes from a long lineage of famous actors and got her first commercial at the age of 11 months. She played Gertie in Steven Spielberg's E.T. at the age of 6, and from there, she and her mother got invited to all the insider Hollywood parties. Drew started smoking at the age of 11, she was drinking regularly by the age of 12, and by 13, well, she was experimenting with cocaine.
At the age of 14, she entered rehab where she had many suicide attempts. She was legally emancipated from her mother at the age of 15 years old. She moved into her own apartment and get a job at a coffee shop. Once her life was back on track, she made moves to get back into the show business in her 20s and became one of Hollywood's most successful actresses and a producer.
Halfway through our list, we have another member of the Full House household. I'm talking about MaryKate Olsen. She clocks in at number 5.
So together, the Olsen twins are reported to be worth an estimated $100 million. And they have long lived in New York City as socialites. Unlike her twin sister, Ashley, for Mary-Kate, this led to a lifestyle of hard partying, as well as a highly publicized battle with anorexia.
Following a kidney infection and hospitalization, her bodyguard came forward and confessed that she would smoke a lot of weed, she would drink around the clock, she refused to eat, and she was also snorting cocaine. Which sounds to me like enough of a reason for her body to start breaking down. On top of all this, the sudden death of Heath Ledger due to an overdose of prescription medication, well, that took place at Mary-Kate's apartment.
Although Mary-Kate was not linked to his passing in any way, it goes to show you that she certainly wasn't a good influence for anyone to be around. So if you think Lindsay Lohan was bad, well, you're about to get upstaged by another bad one, Amanda Bynes. And she comes in to number 4. Her career started at the age of 7 years old in a commercial from the 90s, and it led her into the 2000s as well. She was regularly on Nickelodeon. After being in a ton of movies, Amanda announced in 2010 that she was retiring from show business, and that's when things got weird fast. In 2012, she got a DUI after crashing into a police car. 5 months after that, she was charged for 2 hit-and-run accidents, and then was caught twice the same year driving with a suspended license. She was then sentenced to probation, and this is when she decided to throw her bong out the window. That made headline news around the world. And then she lit a fire in front of her stranger's house. I'm pretty sure she tried to light her dog on fire at one point too. She entered into a mental health treatment center, but then fled to New York City, where she was found walking around without shoes in a drugged out kind of daze. Let's just hope that she pulls it together soon. But then again, we don't really hear about her in the news as often now, so maybe she's starting to get it together.
Speaking of pulling it together, we have a man who is doing just that at the time of this recording. I'm talking about Justin Bieber, who comes in at number 3. Justin was discovered on YouTube when he was only 12 years old. By 17, he was a global phenomenon with $40 million in the bank. His trouble with the law started as soon as he turned 19, when he developed a bad attitude. I mean, there's a photo of him actually getting carried over the Great Wall of China. The guy wouldn't even walk for himself. That's a bad attitude. From there, he started walking off stage mid-shows. He took up the hobby of graffiti, vandalizing property in Brazil and Australia. In Toronto, him and his posse assaulted a limo driver, he peed in an elevator, he egged his neighbor's house, and finally was arrested for a DUI. The world despised him, and it seemed that his career was coming to an end. Eventually, we all started to believe again. But I just hope he doesn't mess it up. Because I like the good beefs, not the bad beefs. Bad beefs is scary. And who wastes eggs? We are almost at number 1, but we cannot forget about Macaulay Culkin. He comes in at number 2. Macaulay rose to fame in the beloved Christmas classic Home Alone, released in 1990. By 12 years old, he had made enough money to never have to work again, but the pressures of fame were taking their toll on him. There were stories of the boy hosting alcohol and drug-filled parties in his early teens, but it wasn't until he was 24 that he received his first criminal charge, caught for possession of marijuana and prescription drugs without a prescription. Now, this happened back in Oklahoma in 2004. Today, Macaulay, he keeps busy in a cover band known as the Pizza Underground, where they take popular songs and then recreate them around the theme of pizza. Yeah, not too bad, but really, really weird.
Okay, so we've all made it into the number 1 spot. I'm sure you guys can guess who I'm talking about. We're talking about Miley Cyrus. She pretty much twerked her way all the way on this list. But that's not all she did. Let me get to you all the details. At the age of 12 years old, Miley beat out 1,000 other hopefuls for the role of Disney's Hannah Montana. Miley rode this wave for more than 7 years before retiring the character as she settled to do something new. At the 2013 MTV VMA Awards show, Miley emerged on stage with Robin Thicke and she twerked on him and the world was shocked. So Miley Cyrus at this time was wearing a nude outfit, and she was twerking up and down this grown man, and let me say, this guy was married. And while she's doing the whole thing, she stuck out her tongue, and that's when Miley was like coming out as this new person. The world was not ready for what she had in store for us with her Bangers tour, which involved her taking the stage with inflatable penises, blow-up dolls, transgender dancers, and little people, all of which Miley would twerk all over. Miley Cyrus doesn't care if she's a bad example, and her endless indiscretions is why I have to give her the #1 spot. Well, there you guys have it. That was the top 10 child stars gone bad. Let me know what you guys think, and let us know, how did Mike do? And you guys gotta check out his channel. He does not top 10, he does top 5.
Ah, it's covering me again. I hate this. It's not a good look for me.
Is there a video on him again?
Ah.
Oh shoot, yo, I think you guys can click it.
Click it, make it go away.
Oh, I can't click it. I'm next to you, I can't click it.
Thanks guys, we had an absolute blast. Be sure to check out the other videos on this channel. Be sure to subscribe. Is that everything?
Yep, subscribe down below, and that's it guys, alright. Alright, so the camera's about to die right now, but if you guys want to subscribe for more videos, click the subscribe button, which is just below me. And if you guys want more Michael, put in the hashtag more Mike. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.